people so much, I can't love another race. I can't. I can't love the Africans over there. I can't love the Chinese man over there. I can't love the white man. Why? Because I love blacks and Hispanics too goddamn much for that. Too much. And that's how the Lord loves us.
All white people, every white person in the world should apologize personally.
We gotta be brothers again, man. We gotta start having mercy and compassion upon each other. Because the world is getting ready to go into World War II.
This is our inheritance. This is what we're supposed to do.
That's right.
Hey, SHALAM!
If you got a problem with black people or whatever, you better shut your mouth. Because they're God's people. You better hear what I'm saying to you. You better shut your mouth. You better shut your mouth.
Shalom. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, where we teach so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians the truth according to the Bible, that they are the Israelites, the chosen people of God, man, and that they are to worship and serve Him and Him alone, and no other gods. Not like the gods you all were serving just a few days ago. Last week, Halloween, man, you would see every woman turn into a child for Halloween, man, dressing up in the skimpiest, whorish garments that they could find to see if it suits and shorts their curves, but lie to their children and say it's a holiday for the kids, right? So they could get some candy and things like that. If you celebrated Halloween last week, congratulations. You worship the devil, man. You serve the devil. You serve the lust of your flesh and of your mind. And I know you went to church that morning and was thinking about that outfit you would put on that night, where you would take your kids so you could sacrifice them unto the God of Halloween, man, for the profit of candy. So you could sacrifice your family for the love of this world. Well, let me tell you something, man. If you love God, you would have stayed your behind in the house. If you loved God, you wouldn't have celebrated Halloween. You won't celebrate Thanksgiving either. And you damn sure won't celebrate Christmas, because those are pagan rituals and holidays to other gods, man. Halloween, you know Halloween is evil and wicked and against God. You dress up as a bat, a vampire, goddamn ghouls and witches, when you know in the Bible it says you should not suffer a witch to live. Now you going up and dressing and pretending to be one. You are the Antichrist that walks today, man. And if you're a black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian, you should know that God would have you choose another way. God would have us blacks, Hispanics, to walk in His ways that He set for us, man. Not to walk in the ways of these heathens. Not to walk in the ways of our oppressor, man. You were taught Halloween. We were taught Halloween. That's not our culture. We were taught to dress up our children and do this and do that, when we know for damn sure not. We tell our children every other day of the year, not to take candy from strangers, but because a white man and a supposed oppressor, a white man and a white woman told us today is the day we take our children out. You should take your child out too, and you go and bring them to my door. And you let him run around the neighborhood with his brothers and his sisters all by themselves. They can take care of themselves. And go tell them to knock on strangers' doors for candy. On Halloween, you become a hypocrite. Every day you are a hypocrite, really, man. Because we decide to serve our lusts. We decide to listen to the presidents of this world and the hypocritical pedophile priests of this world instead of the true priests of the Bible, man. Found in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Read what you got for me, Ak.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters. This
is Christ speaking to his disciples. He's saying, no man can serve two masters. You can't say you love God one day and then make sacrifices of your children the next. You can't say Jesus, Jesus, holy Jesus, and then go and sacrifice and then go and worship the devil. Go and dress up as a satanic or a pagan individual and go and prance about the internet and all up and down Houston streets naked, man. You can't say you love God. You can't serve two masters. Keep reading.
God will come. For either he will hate the one.
Let me tell you something. Christ says you're going to either hate one, read,
and love the other.
or love the other, man. Let me tell you something, man. I can tell by everybody who got up and dressed up as, what did y'all dress up as? What was so important for you to do? Show everybody your nice, have mercy, Chloe outfit. That was more important than loving God and serving him. No, you chose to serve the devil that day. You chose to serve yourself that day. You didn't love God. You don't love God. Why are you pretending and faking like you could fool God in heaven, like he doesn't see your every move, man? We need to get it together as so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. We need to realize that we are blind to the truth, man. You can't have it two ways. You can't sell it. You can't worship God one day. Damn, y'all are doing it damn near the same day. You can't worship God in the morning and serve Satan at night. Read it again, Art.
God. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 24. No man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other.
That's the verse. No. Keep reading.
Or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
You hold on to Halloween, man. You hold on to Thanksgiving, and you despise the Lord's holy days, man. You despise Passover. We despise everything good in this world because we know what pork tastes like now. And we can't give up bacon now. We refuse to hold on to righteousness because we know what wickedness is like. This is not our way, man. When Christ comes back, which it will be very, very soon, you're going to wish that you didn't worship after these devils, man. You're going to wish that you didn't serve and celebrate Halloween and Thanksgiving, man. I can't believe you, we as Hispanic people out here celebrating Thanksgiving, man. Celebrating the death and dismemberment, disfiguration of our people. We are truly a lost people, man. Truly lost in the way of the culture of this wicked society. That is a holiday directly celebrating the devastation, the destruction, and genocide of my brothers, the Native American Indians, man. Which you are if you're Hispanic. And which you are if you're a so-called black man. Yo, you say your grandma Cherokee, why are you celebrating the holiday that celebrates her family's murder, man? Celebrate your family's murder, man. Because you are a servant. You are a servant of the people who slaughtered your family, man. When you need to be a servant of God, a servant of Christ, a servant of your brothers, man. You so diligently and faithfully serve this kingdom, man. You are in the military. A lot of you are in the military for little to no money. For $25,000, $30,000 a year, you were saying yes, sir, to a goddamn transformer. A transgender man is your sergeant. You gotta say yes, sir. He coming into the office with painted nails and goddamn and long elongated eyelashes. You say yes, sir, no, sir, and he is reprimanding you for not doing a good enough job. That's how much you serve this wicked kingdom, man. You need to come back and serve the Lord. Fight for the Lord. Be a servant and a soldier for the Lord, man. And put down these wicked holidays, man. For candy and for little to no money, you would serve a homosexual. That's a goddamn shame. That's brainwashing, man. we have become blinded. We have become blind to the ways of this world. Blinded so much so that we can't even tell what's right in front of us. We are having the okie doke played on us, man. The okie doke, we are fooled and distraught. Go to Proverbs 5:21. And we need to learn the truth so that we can finally see what's laid in front of us before our very eyes, man. If we weren't so blind, we would know that on Halloween we're worshiping devils and serving devils for nothing. Unteaching our children everything we've ever taught them for candy. Unteaching them everything we ever showed them for the love of this world, man. Priest and officer, goddamn Iran brought it out for y'all. For the love of this world, y'all gave up every way, man. Y'all gave up everything good about you, man. Your wholesomeness and your honorability for the love of this world. That's evilness in the eyes of the Lord. Read what you got.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 21. This is Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 21. For the ways of man are become the eyes of the Lord.
That's old. That's an old English way of saying the Lord sees everywhere you're going, man. He beholds it. Keep reading.
And he pondereth all his goings.
And he sees you, and he thinks about all the ways you walk. Why you decided to put those pumps in that half-naked suit on tonight? He sees that you did it for the likes. You did it for the clout, man. Keep reading.
Verse 22. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself.
This is saying a man's own iniquities shall take him himself, man. So everything wrong that we do, every sin that we take on as a people, man, it's going to overtake you. Let's say you like to buy OnlyFans and this and that. One day you're going to subscribe to too many women's OnlyFans and you won't be able to pay rent because of the lasciviousness of your mind, man. Because you can't stop making whores out of your sisters, man. Let's say you are an ally to homosexuality, man. You support them. You march and parade around with them and through the streets. What's the Gay Pride Month? I think it's the same as the new Indigenous History Month, man. You go and fight for their rights. Well, let me tell you something, man. A homosexual will be over you now. He's going to be your next president and senator. He's going to be making the decisions for you, and he's going to decide what your children learn in school, man. He's going to decide that gender is fluid. This translucent. Good night. You can't even see gender anymore. And that's becoming your future now. That's becoming your future because you don't want to reform your iniquities and your sins. They shall overtake you. Keep reading.
And he shall be held in with the cords of his sins. Verse 23. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray.
That's what's befallen blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today, man. We are holding by the cords of our sins, man. Because we sin and refuse to give it up, we are held back and stuck on stupid, man. We won't stop celebrating Halloween, even though these priests and prophets come up and tell you every year, every time, you are worshiping Satan. You are worshiping a false god for what? Candy? You're getting half naked and dressing up as a devil for what? Likes on Instagram and Facebook, for attention. We have become silly people, man. We have become silly, man. And because you won't stop selling weed and won't stop smoking weed, you are gonna be your bonds are gonna be quite physical more than literal. You're not just gonna be a drug addict, man. The only time you're gonna become sober is when you're thrown inside of a jail cell, man. Because we refuse to change our ways, man. We refuse to change our life. Read that last precept again.
Shalom. This is Proverbs chapter 6, verse 23. He shall die without instruction.
And you will die without holding on to the instruction of these priests, man. You will, if you don't want to listen to the words of life that are being read to you out of this Bible, man, death is the only thing that befalls us.
You know why? Because I never saw you before, but you a black man like me. And it works, son.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, sold packs, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to rhythm man blues, boy, this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? Wisdom the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain. Something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord?